Dear students, hope you are well. So today for the online class, we have chosen a new topic, and that is jumble word. Yes, I know you have already done a class on jumble word. I mean, lots of time we have practiced jumble words, but today once again we will give our trial on it. Okay, so let's get started. Jumble words. What is jumble word? Jumble word means a word will be given that is not actually the alphabets are not placed in orderly. So you have to rearrange the word, and when you will make it, it will known as jumble word. Okay. So see here, I have given some of the words. Uh, See, the words are not actually placed in the right way, so they are not actually arranged, but you have to arrange the words according to the formation of the alphabet or the letters. Okay, say for example number one, that is TGE. Can you pronounce it? Never. You can never pronounce it. What does it mean? Does it mean anything? No, nothing. Even we can't pronounce it. So GGE, it doesn't actually make any sense. If we rearrange this in this way, E double G, that means egg. So the right word is egg. Second one is NAT. Do you think that it is right? No. I mean, NAT, N-A-T. This word doesn't have any meaning actually. So if we change the letters, let's see, if we change the letter, then can we have a new one? If we write A and T, that is ant. Do you know what is ant? Yes, ant is a very familiar insect. P-N-E. Does it make any sense? No. P-N-E, that actually nothing. I mean, there's no meaning of this. But if we write the E in the middle, that is P-E-N, that means it's a word, and the meaning of this word is pen. We write with pen. Remember, your miss always, do you remember one thing, that your miss always ask you that do you have any red pen? When actually my pen is about to finish, then I always used to ask you that Tiara, do you have any red pen, or Adil, do you have any red pen? So pen is something that we write with. So moving with the fourth one, that is DCUK. So does it mean anything? No, it doesn't have any meaning. But if we write DUCK, if we place the U before the C, then we can have a new word, that is duck. Duck means we know what is duck. Okay. Then number 5 is PNEICL. Does it mean anything? No, we can even pronounce. If we try to pronounce, then how can we do it? Please milk. So if we place the E before the N, that will be C. PENCIL. That means pencil. Pencil is a new word. HNE. HNE. If we place E in the middle of N, then we will have a new one, that is hen. DSEK. So we similarly, it doesn't mean anything. It can't be a name of anything. But if we place the E in the order, that DESK, that will be a name of thing, and that is a tool, that is desk. We know what is desk. No, in our school, everyone we have our different desks. APPEL. Yes, I know. Seeing the first 3 letter, of course, you can sense that it's a name of fruit, and that is our one of the most favorite fruit, I think, that is apple. So apple is the name of fruit. So see here, that means the jumble words. If we ask you to solve the jumble words, that means some of the words will be given in scattered places, but you have to reorganize. alternate it. You have to arrange it. You have to arrange it in the right place. Okay. So here, sometimes say. See, these are the very familiar words for us. But what if we have some of the new words? How can we make it in an arranged order? Okay. So here's a tips for you. Let me tell you what's the tips. That is, please have a look on the whole word. Okay, every letter. Please give your attention that on the every single letter. So you have to be attentive with the letter. You have to see the first letter. If the first letter and the last letter, okay, you have to seeing the first letter and the last letter. Okay, see, from G and E, we can place it E double G. Okay, egg. Then see N and T. So we can sense that with as it is not in the ordered way, so there must be something else. So we have to look at the last one. Okay, if we place the last one at the very first place, then we will have end. So similarly, in the every word, we have to look for the first letter and the last letter. See, for a tricks that in the question you will be given the first letter and the last letter in the ordered way. What you have to do is you have to place the middle words in their right places. Okay, see, G and E, N and T, P and E. If see, the P is the first letter and P is here, so you have to change the middle one. That means you have to change actually the middle letters, the letters in between the first and the last letter. Okay, so always try to be attentive with the letters, as jumble words actually jumble word means all about the letters. You have to form their places in a right way. That's nothing difficult for you. Similarly, if I ask you to spell aeroplane, to spell car, if I say RAC, does it mean anything? No, it actually doesn't mean anything. So we have to, if I say car, that means car means a vehicle. Okay, so I hope we will meet. So that's all for today. So I will ask you to please follow the sheet that we have given you on the Facebook page, and there you will have some of the words that are really very important for the exam, and of course for your better practice, look for the words into your book and try to write down the spelling, and of course with spelling try to pronounce the word in with the correct annotation. Okay, like not pencil, it's pencil. Not egg, it's egg. Not apple, it's apple. Okay, so in this way, if you practice, I hope you will do it very nicely in the exam. So don't fear. If you practice all these words from both from your active English book and from your English for today, I hope you will have some of the words in common. For your better practice, I will suggest you to follow the worksheet, to follow the classwork that we have given earlier, and of course try to learn new words and try to write the words every day, and follow the sheet that already has given on the Facebook page. From that sheet, I hope you can practice more, and you can also follow the very first chapters, like item number 1, 2, 3, 4. I think these are all about noun, and noun means the name of different things. So if you practice the writing the name of the things, you will, of course, surely you will solve the jumble words, whatever it is. You don't need to fear. Okay, and I know you are actually expert enough in this. So that's all for today. We will meet next class. Till then, take care and stay well.